right. Looking all tan.
Yeah, you know what? I'm happy to finally be red and have it not be substance related, substance infused.
Your arms will match a little more.
Yeah, I might match a little bit. I got a little dark today, a little red.
So I was thinking just to switch it up. Been very heavy on football the last couple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll kind of go a different direction with this one. You know, since you went to the beach and you got a haircut, maybe we'll name this episode something that's less football-y.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tiki Barber, maybe.
Really? All right, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Very creative.
Yeah.
Very creative.
What can I say?
All right, so you don't want to talk football. What do you want to talk?
I'll let you take over for the next 59 minutes now.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
What happened?
What's the topic of discussion today?
My balls.
Great set of testicles, great set of balls. Came out of the shower the other day in just a towel, and I was just enamored by the glistening of his naturally tight and muscular physique. I'm quite jealous, actually.
What does that have to do with my balls?
I don't know.
Bro, this shit's way too fucking sour. The half and half.
Half lemonade, half iced tea.
lemonade, yeah. Too sour, man.
You don't like it?
Every time I take a sip, afterwards I get this like pucker face, you know? Wasn't that a commercial for something?
Bitter beer face?
Yeah.
We had a girl in Florida. They called bitter beer face. Great body, but she did have bitter beer face all the time. Nice girl.
Different than resting bitch face?
Much different. It's a very, very nice young lady, but she had bitter beer face all the time.
Like she was always smelling a fart?
Like she was always smelling a fart.
You got one little patch of gray hair.
Yeah, right here, right?
It's like a dog with a spot.
There, and I got right here on the beard. That only came around the last year or two.
You know anyone our age that's doing like just for men type shit and like dyeing their beards and shit yet?
I have my suspicions.
Yeah?
I have my suspicions on a few people. But nobody comes out right and says it.
Dude, they just creep up on you, man.
They do. You don't even notice them, and then one day you're just like, you got a whole patch of grays here. You get a patch here, like fucking.
Your head's just white.
Just white.
Yeah, I got
His hair turned from black into bright white.
Who's that?
Oh, I'm in Crash Test Dummies.
Oh God, yeah. They had what, like one song that was popular.
That was it.
The guy just talked like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I hate that '90s voice. Just stop.
Like it works for that song, I guess, right?
Yeah, but for literally nothing else.
I actually was listening to that shit a couple of years back. I don't know how it popped up in my playlist.
Yeah.
But I would listen to that song for some reason. It was just like a handful of times during the summer I listened to it. And I'd just be looking at it, trying to figure it out. Like, how is this popular? Like, what made this popular?
Dude, it was the fucking 90s. You put anything on the radio, it got popular. We didn't have iTunes. We didn't have Napster yet. Like, we were slaves to whatever they played on the radio. So anything they played on the radio was a big fucking deal.
Yeah, dude, I remember old school shit, being on the school bus listening to all this, like, dumbass fucking Britney Spears and fucking, what's, Cher?
Do you believe in love? I remember listening to a lot of Soundgarden, Collective Soul. I never liked Nirvana. They're the most overrated band. Nirvana, if Kurt Cobain didn't give himself a lobotomy with a shotgun, that band would have just been nothing. They would have been somewhat popular, having their fucking 30-year reunion, you know, like a couple years back. Just.
Are you sure that he really killed himself, though?
Point taken. I heard there was some speculation that there may have been something else involved.
Yeah, I heard he had a lot of money invested with Big Pharma, and he was trying to blow the whistle on some.
Oh, for real?
Some fucked up shit with like. At the time, it was like kind of almost like before, like the painkillers, before the opiates kind of thing.
So what he was trying to open the lid on the addictiveness of opiates before it became popular.
Yeah, he said like they're so good you'll kill yourself.
Wow. Huh. I mean, oh, shut the fuck up! I fell for it again. God damn it! I hate you so much. You're the only person. I assume everyone who talks to me is just a liar, a brutal liar. Him, I believe every fucking thing he says. He got me again. Fuck, man. I'm not falling for it again.
I'm gonna have to just get better at it though, because I had nowhere to go with that.
You had me. You fucking had me, and then it clicked. I'm like, oh no, he's
You're
a fucking
so good,
cocksucker.
you'll kill yourself.
That's you. That kind of gave it away. You're such a fucking. Why do you take advantage of the mentally handicapped?
My cousin said he was listening to one of our things when he was driving home from the wedding.
Why?
Because he's one of the 3 people that listens to
All
the
right,
show.
cool. Keep them coming.
And he's like, yeah, man, it was great. I listened to it on the ride home from the wedding. I'm like, that's exactly what I was going for.
Just zone out too.
Yeah, I want the type of shit that if you got a 5-hour car ride,
Feel like you're listening alone.
We got it.
Oh.
We'll edit that out.
Why?
Can't have any flatulence. It's a big red flag for YouTube.
I don't believe anything you say anymore.
All those pimple popper videos, they all got wiped off in one day.
I don't even believe it. Don't even believe it.
Anything?
You know, I don't believe it because I can check it right
anything now. Referencing a fart?
Uh-huh.
Anything with a fart
Sure.
joke in it?
Yeah, of course, naturally.
So, we got
What?
lots of things on the table right now. And very little noise other than our mouths.
Well, I can...
Come on.
Sorry, bro.
You know that's not going to get fucking edited out.
I know it's not.
Now some poor motherfucker is going to be turning his volume all the way up to listen to my fucking mumbling bullshit. And then 2 seconds later they're going to hear
Bang, 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 bang. I'm annoying.
You've alienated our one listener.
I was surprised last week with the typing. Because I didn't think that was going to be a... I knew you'd hear it, but I didn't know if that was...
The keyboard?
Yeah.
I didn't really go back to hear it.
No.
I don't think anyone will listen that far into the episode.
Well, more than likely not.
We got to start having like really good openers.
You know what we should do? And
Try.
I believe so, yeah. I mean, I was putting in effort at the end of last week, and
Hey, you've been showing up. That's all that matters.
Nah, it's not good enough.
Step 1, show up for a year.
I think we should too. You know, I was about to say, wow, that's a really good conspiracy on Cobain, man. Maybe we should, instead of just bringing it up with our limited knowledge of the world around us, do some research on it. But it was totally fabricated.
Or was it? Sometimes.
Even if it is true on that, I'll find a source online. I'll be like, oh, Tony put this there.
Well, that's what they killed Kobe for.
Yeah, no, naturally, of course.
No, I'm serious about that.
Yeah, sure you are.
That's why I was kind of stole that story from Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't know about that shit?
Yeah, sure, yeah, I'm sure that helicopter, he's chilling over there with Elvis and Tupac.
You really didn't know about the conspiracy theory with him?
He got into a helicopter.
It was legit. That's why I was telling. That's why I said what I said.
I still don't believe it.
He was in bed with, not in bed, I mean, he was investing and partners with this medical company that was doing like vaccine research and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the flight path of where his helicopter went and like where it crashed and everything, it was totally off course for where it was supposed to be headed. It went through this like really weird mountainous area out there that's like foggy. It's known for like not being very friendly to fly through. And that was all kind of like right before the whole COVID lockdown thing started as well. So, and they claim that time of the year is big for, you know, people that are into like all the satanic shit with like satanic sacrifices and shit around that time of year, like January, February, for whatever reason.
New Year's is a pagan holiday, and you're good. You're good. You're really fucking good.
What is?
You are. You're very good.
I'm not.
I'm almost buying it.
I'm not making it up.
You cried wolf too many times, bro. I can't believe it.
Go Google it, man. I mean, you got to find the right guys to listen to really know the scoop. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, Kobe was assassinated. He was probably going to be a little too truthful about what was going on. can't have a guy like that speaking out.
I want to add to this, but I just can't in good conscience.
You don't believe me,
man. Of course I don't believe you. Damn, I elbowed the table. I didn't mean to elbow the table.
Yeah, I think it's a little wobbly.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So, was Kobe really... Oh, jeez, I can't...
You know, it's better than making a little bit of noise, not than commenting on the noise. If you make noise and I comment on it, that's cool. That's what the people want to see.
I feel to see the difference. It shows growth and self-awareness, of which I have very little of both.
What?
I want to buy into this Kobe thing. Am I that dumb?
I'll show you videos later. Dude, Kobe. So did I tell you about the lucky numbers thing today while you were shitting?
Today's the 28th.
No,
lucky numbers 5-5.
You were 5-5, right?
Yes.
Jordan wore 23. If you do Kobe's, he's born in August. Then I think the year is like 78 or something. So his is 88. He wore number 8, double 8s.
Oh.
It's kind of interesting.
It is interesting. You have any more examples? I'm gonna look up. Sorry, Jesus Christ, that was not intentional.
Well, I looked up Gretzky. He was an 11, I think, and he was the life path, and a birthday was 8 and 8. So if you add the 8 and the 8 and the 11, you get 99.
All right. So he's January 26th of 61.
So 1 and 1, January 61.
All right. So you take. So he is an 11. Okay. All right. No shit.
That's his lucky number. And he was 99, which is a factor of 11.
So the problem is you could start to use any mathematical equation to end at a specific conclusion.
Yeah, but you can't manufacture multiplication. If he was a life path 7 and he was number 99 and his lucky number is 7, I mean, how are you going to get to 99 from that?
January 26th. I don't know. I'm gonna look up Kobe's birthday.
I already told you.
I know you told me, but I don't believe anything you say anymore.
So you're
August 23rd of 78. 88. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And you still won't believe me about Kurt Cobain?
Fuck. Nope. No, not at all.
How do you know I'm not lying about the lying part?
Well,
maybe I'm lying that I was lying. Just to make you think that I'm lying.
You're good. You had me thinking for a second. Like maybe shut the fuck up, stop.
See, this is what happens when you don't do your homework.
The problem is, I didn't know these were going to be topics of discussion.
You know there was going to be a pop quiz?
I did not know. I had no time to study. I had. There's no way to prep for it.
Well, too much fun today. What'd you do?
No, dude, I did all right today. I just it was so hot. I couldn't put the beers were expensive. I couldn't put them back quick enough. And then I went to my mother's place. I tried to put down a few White Claws. Ended up passing out.
Yeah, the sun will do it. It takes it out of you.
We really
did. It was fucking hot as hell today, too.
It was super hot. It just kept getting hotter. And the sand was fucking blistering. I burnt the bottom of my feet. Oh, there was so much ass at the fucking... So much ass, bro. I don't remember seeing this much ass when I would go to the beach as a younger man.
It's the end of the summer. It's the last hot day.
A lot of ass, bro. A lot of ass. I still sometimes think back to your boardwalk story back when it was still chilly out. When you banged that bitch in a Toyota. Toyota, yeah.
Toyota.
What'd you have? Your old car.
The one I brought to fucking the one that I brought back home and wouldn't leave. Did you ever hear that story?
I'm listening. No, because I haven't. I'm ready to go.
Oh man, so I met this girl on a dating app, and I'm talking to her, and she wanted to do a bunch of fucking shit that I was into.
Okay.
So we met up, got a room, had our fun. The next day, we go get something to eat after we check out. So we're at the bar, I'm drinking, kind of just start my day off right. Now I'm just drinking. My friend's birthday's that day. He's having some people over. She gives me a ride to his house. We're hanging out. She starts getting all weird, going up to everyone at the party. Like, is he okay? Is he okay? He's drinking a lot. Is he okay? And everyone's looking at her like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Like, this is what he does. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
got
did you
here.
relax? Like, he was fucking worried about Tony. Like, he's good.
Yeah, you were good.
So she's just getting weirder and weirder all day. Something must have happened because during the day before we got to the party, she started talking about like past traumatic events, guys that she dated in college. She was claiming Pat McAfee, you know, the fucking YouTube guy that used to be a punter and shit.
Yeah.
She was claiming that he was like this abusive alcoholic, beating the shit out of her. Like,
she went to West Virginia?
She was claiming to know this guy and talking all this shit on him. I can call him right now. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. Like, I just woke up. I'm drinking my Twisted Teas. Do you need to talk about this?
You did love your morning teas.
I don't give a shit, right? Go tell me who else you fucked. Right? Like I give a fuck.
Damn, you keep on doing that.
So, she must have just been like hung up on this like getting abused thing for the rest of the day. So fast forward to her now driving my car back to my apartment. And by the time we got there, she's like freaking out, making a big deal over something, acting like I hit her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I'm letting her drive my car. I can't stand when women drive. I was even thinking to myself while she's driving home, like, wow, this girl's actually doing a good job of driving my car. You know what I mean? I was in the complete opposite mood of whatever she was acting like. Dude, it got so ridiculous. She refused to leave. I had to call multiple Ubers. She wouldn't get in the Ubers when I called them. I'm sitting here calling the police, like, hey, this bitch won't leave. I had a 45-minute video where I'm just standing there. She's in my car. She won't get out. I'm leaning up against the other car behind me, just videotaping, like, with the door open. And she's like, stop videotaping me. Back up, back up. I'm like, I'm leaning against the car. I can't back up any further. You're in my car. Get the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had a hour-long video. I'm outside dealing with this bullshit until 5 in the morning. My friend gets in the parking lot. You know, the cars are all right there. So he's waking up to leave and go to work. He rolls the window down and looking over, like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, oh, see that bitch? She won't get out of my car. I've been out here for the last 45 minutes. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, yep. So he's like, all right. Just leaves, goes to work. Dude, the cops are so fucking useless. That's
absolutely.
Shut the fuck up. Don't start
fucking useless
about cops again.
They're fucking useless.
Just relax. I didn't get you all fired up. You had to spend all day fucking dealing with the boardwalk bike cops.
They're actually not too bad, those guys.
But yeah, because you're on the beach, you're allowed to drink. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, this bitch would not leave.
I do remember hearing this story.
Oh, God, what a crazy bitch. And I still hit her up a few times.
Yeah.
Trying to go back to the well.
Just go back to the poison. And that's the thing about a bitch like that. It's real easy to act in that manner when nothing you've ever done has ever been called out, corrected, or when it's easy to go through life when you've never been punched in the face for saying something or doing something you're not supposed to. And then you get this unrealistic expectation of how life is supposed to work out, and you start acting in any manner you see fit because there's so many pussy dudes out there. They're like, oh no, you were abused, it was all his fault.
She probably was, because she had issues. They had to get there somewhere.
It's one of those people, one of those people you look at her and you go, she kind of deserved it.
I don't know, man. She was probably bipolar, because
what happened?
It was definitely like some weird, and she wasn't even drinking. That's the thing. Like,
she definitely shouldn't have been driving.
She was sober. Maybe she went out and didn't have her fucking medicine. You know what I mean? Like something as simple as that. I don't know, but holy
that was an
shit. She was just like, honestly, like the best way to describe women is like they're possessed. Because you just, it's like, who are you? Like, what is this thing in front of me? Like, it'd be like if your dog started making cat noises. You'd be looking at it like, what the fuck is this?
Like, dude, are you all right? I used to be able to make that claim, and then more lately, it's been like, oh shit, I'm actually the crazy one. But yes, honey, you're pushing 40, and the reason you are the way you are is because some boy did you wrong when you were 17 years old. You poor thing, you've never gotten over that, and you never will. You should use that as an excuse for your shitty behavior every day for the rest of your life. Till you're on your deathbed.
Actually,
it's always the guy from high school's fault.
Yeah. You just gave me a good idea.
What?
Because I don't think it's... I think this is like age specific. So if you had a bunch of girls that were in high school, then you had a bunch of girls in their 20s, let's say like 15 to 20, and then like 20 to 25, right? So you're growing up and you're used to how these girls socialize as you're in high school, you're starting to like date and stuff, right? Then you're in your early 20s, you know, and it's kind of like college time, you're going out and whatnot, and like, yeah, you're young and you're crazy, shit happens, but I feel like you're kids, like you rebound, you know what I mean? Kids get over shit, right? When you're younger, you got more energy, right?
Yeah.
I think it's after 30 that the mental health stuff starts to really come out. I've seen some girls act crazy when I was young, but I think the mental health stuff, especially in women where it's almost dormant, maybe it's not fully out there yet as they're younger, and it kind of like, maybe there's enough of a beginning there where over the years life just kind of feeds it, and then it grows into this fucking angry gremlin inside them that pops out at 30.
Huh. Interesting.
Bitches, I mean, yeah, because you're thinking right now, like, dude, tell me that 30 to 40 to fucking range, they ain't just a whole other fucking animal.
And I've seen it in two age groups. Now, like you said, I remember in high school, the bitches were like really normal, really down to earth. They were cool. College, and like when the bitch goes to college, that's when they just go fucking haywire, go wacky. They get out of college, they calm down.
That's more of like a party wacky.
I
like there's definitely
much.
The ones that like, especially almost like being a local, like around here, because you know you get some people that travel, some people that stay home, almost like half and half. But you'll hear stories of like, oh, did you hear what's her face did like, at college? Like, and it's like, it says who? Like, who went to that college? You know? But like, you get all these stories of what people did.
No, I'm talking about firsthand experience with a bitch just losing her goddamn mind because she had too much to drink. Then calm down after college, and then they hit that big number, that big 3-0, and that's when the psycho starts coming out. Now, I can't throw stones because my crazy was, and always will be there. So I could just be projecting. And what do you do when you put your issues on somebody else? Is it projection? Projection, yeah. But no, I remember being in a sound state of mind and thinking, man, this bitch is out of her goddamn mind. But then I also remember being real fucked up, you know, in my mid to late 30s and just causing all types of problems for no other reason than I'm mentally unstable and have unaddressed issues. So again, I notice it, but it could be me.
Is the sound state of mind like a nightclub?
It was a great nightclub, Tallahassee, Florida. Sound state of mind. Actually, they did have a place there called the Late Night Library. So, and they purposely named it that, so when you swipe your parents' credit card, you're like, late night. Oh, yeah, you know, you got to pay to use it. It's like, all right, fair enough. You're studying good stuff. Fucking genius marketing right there.
For a college
Late Night Library for a college bar.
That's fucking incredible.
That's genius. Gumby's Pizza, East Tennessee Street. Oh, man, I wonder if that place is still there.
Yeah, you could definitely, you could have it come up differently on the billing as a business, right? You can have it come up on, like they do that with all the fucking porn sites, so I've heard.
Yeah, it comes up as a parent company name, like like Watkins Entertainment or like DJ Productions. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, that's definitely not Pornhub.
Suspicious activity.
Who the fuck pays for pornography?
I mean, they gotta make some kind of money.
No, I know that, but I mean, just like for all this, everything's free. It's all free. It's just enjoy it. Although we were in college, one of our French Canadian buddies had the Brazzers password. The problem was we passed it around and lost access in less than 24 hours. But I definitely utilized that Brazzers username and password. It was a good time. Good time.
And you didn't see the value?
Production value very high.
So maybe some people really watch it for that. I want to see good production value.
You've given me something else to think about. You're right. Or maybe there's a different perspective to be looked at here rather than just ball slapping, pussy pounding. But
I mean, listen, as you get older, there's only so much you can beat your dick.
Only so much.
You know, sometimes you gotta enjoy it like a fine wine for $9.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever the fuck. What do they get away with charging?
I don't remember what Brazzers was. This is like.
What do you think they get away with charging these days?
Depends what it is. Specialty stuff, I'm sure they could charge $25 a month.
Specialty?
I don't know. I keep it pretty basic.
We're gonna have to get you better beers to drink. These White Claws, I think, are giving you too much gas.
Yeah, they definitely give me a little bit of the burps, a little bit of the farts.
What made you want to do the White Claws?
Sorry. I had a case of them in my mother's house, been sitting there. So I was drinking Yingling at the bar, and then I go to my mom's house, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about this case of White Claws. I'm going to take this with me.
Well, I'm glad you're drinking on camera again.
I think it helps me to be a little bit more creative. Now, when I drink too much, you saw I got off the fucking rails.
We haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's going to be a good
It's
one.
hidden. It's a hidden gem. But hopefully it'll be the first of many, right? Like, I don't, honestly...
Problem is that one got too personal.
That's going to make you burp way too much.
Yeah.
You should probably cut it with some vodka or something.
Yeah, some pink Whitney. Get a little bit of the Whitney dog in there.
Pink and peach? I don't know. Could that be the new drink?
It's a lot of sugar, but I get
the pink
wacky off the Whitney. Real wacky. I may have psychological issues that are exacerbated by alcohol, but at the end of the day, it's still a pretty good time.
As long as it gets on camera.
I'm doing it again. I'm playing a character again.
Which one? You can't stop.
I know, I can't. When I was sober that one day, well, I was sober a bunch of days, but that day I realized like I'm a fucking fraudulent person. I'm playing a caricature of
You
myself.
should play more characters.
Nah, dude.
We need 33 different people, like Baskin Robbins.
I do love Baskin Robbins.
We got to one up them.
Yeah, but I'm doing it again where I'm like playing it up. I don't know why I do that. It's not as bad as it was. I'm catching it sooner, so I guess that's better.
Well, what if that's what people want to hear?
Nobody wants it. Who fucking want to hear that? Who the fuck would want to listen to me ramble?
Hopefully somebody.
Dude. Yeah, they're called single women in their 40s.
See, we got two guys talking, so all we need is for them to like one of us and tolerate the other.
Like one, tolerate the other, yeah.
And then if we get a third person...
We could definitely use a third.
Then, we might triple our odds. It's kind of like
exponential growth.
Possibly. I was gonna say you're kind of like you're like my first podcast wingman.
Oh yeah, this was 100% your idea. I would have never done this ever.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm glad you.
I didn't have much of an idea. It was more just like, hey, let's do it.
And I just agreed like an idiot.
It's like, what's the plan?
We don't have one. All right, let's go.
I'm just going to do it.
It's taken a long time to get back into the rhythm of being able to just ramble off, rattle off, come up with shit on the fly. Especially the earlier ones. The first ones we started doing, I'm just sitting there staring like, I have no idea what the fuck to say.
Bro, the fucking report that I got today.
That was bullshit. I got fucking angry for you, and I'm glad you kept your cool. I apologize for interrupting. That pissed me off.
Well, that was a big part when I was in the office, you know. She's like asking me questions about if I'm, you know, like frantic all the time, if I'm twitchy, if I'm this, if I'm that. Meanwhile, she's like half fucking naked. And
short sundress.
Goes and like crosses her fucking legs, and I'm looking at her ass and shit, and like I'm trying to be respectful, and I just got out of jail like a few weeks before this. Like, yeah, I haven't been seeing too many ladies, and it's like, you really gotta do this shit right now? I didn't eat all day, so I don't know about you, but like if you are doing, like we were talking a little bit about like intermittent fasting and stuff. If you're going all day without food, like it gives you more energy.
Yes,
like it's when you eat, you slow down. And then like the way she fucking, so they'll ask you these questions, right? Like, have you ever considered suicide? No. And they'll write it in the thing, like, client says he's never thought of suicide. It's like, I didn't just come in here talking about
That's it. It sounds like you just came out of nowhere. But like, I never thought about committing suicide.
Yeah.
Nigga, I asked you, like, how was your day today? Yeah, I never thought about killing myself.
Dude,
not once.
It sounds so ridiculous. But the fact that when we were in the office, she's kind of like moving her leg in a way where now I'm seeing like her whole fucking leg naked. And she's like, oh, do you get excited easily? Like what? Like, is this when this is convenient timing?
Very convenient.
It's like, you seem fidgety. You always talk a lot. It's like, I'm trying to fucking be respectful, bitch. I felt like a goddamn fucking lion in a cage with a piece of meat trying not to be a lion.
I'm trying not to eat this. Yeah, dude, I'm doing what I can to not come off like a pervert right now. I think she was trying to fucking bait you. I don't know,
man, dude. It seemed like it. I was like,
it's real fucked up.
It was honestly like, I might go back. Not even for that, bro.
No. It's like the crazy bitch won't get out of my car. Man, I never want to see you again. So I called her 2 or 3 more times, just to go back to the well.
Just in case. Just
in case. Just to make sure maybe it was a fluke. This doctor, this therapist lady, I mean, she baited me, had me admitting all this shit. I will never go and see her again. So I got an appointment with her next week. I'm going to, try to come out and be like, oh, I haven't thought about killing myself since.
Well, now I don't give a shit because it's not going to get reported to the police.
Yeah.
All that matters is the very last part where she said, the synopsis. Not a threat to anybody or anyone. But the big thing is, that's one more little brick in the wall that I'm trying to put back up to get all the shit done and over with, But
you've had a rough few months, man.
I think going back there would be alright.
Alright.
Especially if I'm going to be like dating this chick. I don't know.
What, the therapist?
Not dating the therapist. Although I was wondering if the rock on her finger was real or not. It was almost like too big to be real.
Yeah, you got a lot of bitches wearing fake rings.
Well, they got this shit now. They said it like kind of fools the detectors or something.
Like fake diamonds?
Yeah, that are like mad cheap.
If I buy a bitch a ring, it's going to be a blood diamond.
Well, it does make sense. I saw something. I didn't even click on the video. It was like some little thing with fucking, this rapper wears fake jewelry. And it's like, yeah, why not? If it looks exactly the same. And if you do get robbed, here you go.
Look at Chad Johnson at the Bengals, the dude from Miami. He's like, all my jewelry's fake. He goes, because it looks the part. It looks legit.
I actually wanted to start wearing my watch again. Mm-hmm. I saw this video that said gold makes you age less.
Really?
You age better if you have gold.
You also believe in numbers fucking controlling people's emotions and motivations, and I'm starting to think that you might be right about that. But I still wanted to talk shit about it.
Do you have any friends of yours that wear a lot of gold chains or rings or watches, anything like that?
No, I try not to hang out with Italians.
I'm being serious.
No,
you can't think of anybody?
No.
Well, I got a friend of mine that came to mind, and he looks younger now than he did when he was 15. He's got this picture on his passport. Mm-hmm. When he was 15, his dad passed away when we were pretty young. So he had just started growing facial hair and shit. I mean, he looked like a fucking terrorist at 15 or 16. And now he looks younger at 40 than it's crazy. And but he's always had a chain or two, nothing crazy, but always had a chain. And
an Arab gentleman?
Yeah, dude, come on. You gotta fucking
read between the lines.
You gotta bring this shit up.
I'm trying to think of who it is.
Exactly, why? Why do you fucking have to always say fucking names and shit?
I didn't say any names.
I know, but you're trying to.
I'm trying to think of a name.
You're trying to. That's my whole point. If you thought of it, you would have blurted it out the same way you blurted out the other thing. Let's not blurt out people's fucking shit, because this stuff's never gonna get fucking edited. And otherwise, we're just gonna have a million things to fucking sift through.
So you want me to blurt out the name?
No, I don't want us to give ourselves more fucking work to do.
All right, I'll say his name when it comes to me.
This shit's just gonna fucking be
I'm autistic, bro.
Bro, what was I he just made me think of something. And I forgot. Something to do with like fucking cars tracking you and shit.
Yeah, man. These new cars track the fuck out of you. They transmit all your data to third-party apps and users.
It's not even a machine anymore. Like I was trying to back my car out, and I don't know if the door was like not closed all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So it keeps like stopping me from going back down the driveway. I'm like, what the fuck? And now I'm hitting. So now it's got me like fucking my car up even more because I'm hitting the gas to try to like, and it's automatically braking me. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
I hate that.
Like that's not how a fucking machine works. Like any fucking car, like the fucking door being like, oh my god, dude, the shit. That's the type of shit that will make me fail a fucking psych evaluation.
It's the lack of control. It's the lack of personal choice. Oh, we've decided you don't get to drive because you're, bro. If my fucking door's open, my fucking door's open. If I want to drive, I'll fucking drive. Like I don't know. I don't need a computer telling me like I can't. I'm a grown fucking man, bro.
Anything that fucking breaks my fucking vehicle for me is a fucking problem.
That's a problem.
Then now I'm really fucking pissed again.
Dude, we're getting old. We're getting angry at modern technology.
No, it's not.
New
Modern.
Italian contraptions.
Modern, bro.
No, I don't like something that decides for me. I'm a grown man. I'll make decisions on my own.
I have to fucking buy a bunch of old ass cars.
That's your next step, man.
Just go to the junkyard and get all the shit that's easy to fix.
And yeah, dude. You think about it. Fucking my father, 1969 Gran Torino. You open the hood and there's just space to just work on shit. Fucking 7 moving parts. That's it.
Have you ever had to use eBay Motors?
No, I never have.
I think that they might be like kind of specializing in that. You know, having a lot of parts that are harder to find for older shit. Supposed to be pretty reliable. I don't know.
I heard the best place to buy
like
classic.
You said, we have no research and no experience in anything.
Nah,
we just vaguely glance over things and
then just come in here like we're fucking experts. God, we're dumb. I heard the best place to buy classic cars and classic parts, Cuba and Mexico. I mean, you look at Cuba; they're still driving around in '56 DeSotos that are working like they did the day they came out the factory. Well, the day they were shipped to the U.S. God, I hate communism. There are a few things in this world I hate more than communism. Motherfucker, I hate communism.
So you're gonna take a little trip down to Cuba and go get some spark plugs?
Actually, if I can get an old car in good shape, I'd go to Cuba to get one.
You're gonna smuggle the spark plugs back?
Smuggle them right back, right up my ass. I get on one of them Cuban rafts and fucking floating door my way to Key West. I have those spark plugs right in my pocket.
Key West.
Key West.
Go there.
I fucking love Key West.
All the gay bars.
A lot of gay bars. A lot of gay bars in Key West. Be amongst my people. I don't know. I might be gay.
The beach is shitty.
The beach is there because it's all coral reef. So it's like there really is. The resorts have tiny beaches, but yeah, there's nothing there. It's all rocks and coral.
Yeah, the sand kind of sucks. We need to plan a little trip this fall.
You don't go to Key West to go to the beach.
Yeah, exactly. You go to the gay bars.
Go there to go to the gay bars.
I gotta get a little trip planned for the winter.
Where are you trying to go?
Somewhere where the sun is. Relive this. See, like, even though it's still summertime, it's basically Memorial Day weekend. Or no, is it?
Labor Day.
Labor Day?
Yeah.
So, summer's basically over. I kind of lost my summer.
We both, bro, I didn't do shit.
So, we have to ramp it up in the winter, I think. Get all this legal shit behind me, and then...
And that's holding you back big time. You're allowed to leave the state, right? Why would
I can do whatever I want.
Said that. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you talk about stuff that...
Personal stuff. Yeah,
has nothing to do with comedy or humor or entertainment.
I have nothing of value immediately to add.
You just literally, like...
Pour it out. So, you have an ankle monitor.
State facts.
So, I was reading your charges. Yeah, dude, I don't know why I do that.
What happens when you get arrested, bro? Like, you just have to, you just go into full anger mode? Is that all it?
No, I'm actually really calm when I get arrested just because I have a really good lawyer. My lawyer is a cunt. like a total cunt. It's
But
great.
I'm saying, like, how do you refrain from just blurting out shit?
Well, what I do is I distract myself, as I usually, lean towards the glass and be like, all right, look. I know you got some funny stories. Let me, and then
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're still talking to them the whole time.
Yeah, but I don't give any information. I don't say shit. I get them to tell me, oh, I pulled this drunk over one time.
See, you go into character.
I did go into the fucking. God damn it.
No, I'm saying when you're with the cops.
Oh, I go into character with them. Yeah, I do.
So, like I'm saying, is like the shit's useful.
It is useful.
So it's
just
like
not
if you
here.
go, what do you mean not here? Oh yeah, not on this thing that I'm supposed to be a fucking character for. Dude, that's all a fucking podcast is.
I know. I feel fraudulent. I feel even more fraudulent than I normally do.
Yeah, you are fraudulent. That's the
I'm
fucking point.
Fraudulent fucking. My entire life is a lie.
You're like half and half fucking iced tea.
Yeah.
You're not good at anything.
He's got actually a very valid point. But I do. I get them to start telling me about other arrests they've made with drunks and crazy people. And that'll usually... Because there's nothing a cop loves more than to hear the sound of his own voice. Oh, the cop that arrested me in Tinton Falls back in July, smoking fucking hot.
What was her name?
Actually, I was about to say it. It's a matter of public record. Anyone can look it up. But even with the bulletproof vest on, fat tits, bro.
Bulletproof.
Officer Fat Tits.
Bulletproof tits.
Bulletproof tits, baby. Dude, and just like, how did you fit in those pants? God damn it. I started to throw some game, but she gets that all the time. But yeah, you get them to tell them about, oh man, I arrested this guy. He was doing this. Now, I don't know, man. It's a good way to kill some time. But when they get you, bro, they don't even give you like a coloring book. They just handcuff you to a bench like an asshole. Like there's nothing to read. You just sit there. It's fucking boring, dude.
When you're actually handcuffed to something is fucking annoying.
Yeah, dude. I'm like leaning over trying to sleep because I'm tired, and you can't get comfortable. I kept tightening up the cuffs. Officer Fat Tits kept having
They
to come
didn't
over
have a
and loosen them
cell
up.
or anything?
Nah, man. They just handcuffed me to a bench.
Where was this?
Tinton Falls. Don't play into it because I'll give you those answers.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know why I'm so interested in who, the when, and the where. I don't know why that's so important to me.
I'm trying to remember this one time if I had to go into the station or not with Tinton Falls.
Brand new facility.
They might have kept me out because the guy was in there that I had this crazy accident. This guy was hammered drunk.
Yeah.
I'm driving through an intersection. Green light, right? Just cruising. And this guy comes fucking flying right through a red light. Just so happened that the way it worked, I T-boned him. Like, I hit him. But I'm like driving, and it's like all of a sudden it's like boom. He goes off into this fucking woods, drives over the thing. I kind of keep going or whatever.
Yeah.
Pulled over. The car that was behind me got out. And there's a bunch of young kids and shit, college kids. And then they checked on me. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, whatever, you know. And it was like good enough to get out of the car. And then I'm like, you know, I don't know about him. And they go over there, and then they come back, and they're just like talking amongst themselves, and like, oh man, dude, that guy's hammered. And so like, I was trying to like tell him, like, bro, like, how far do you live from here? Like, just fucking run.
Just
you know
run,
what I
go,
mean?
bro. Just go. I'll tell him you ran.
Yeah, like,
report that shit stolen.
you know, like, dude, if you're hammered, fucking get the fuck out of here.
I love that you were like quick to help the guy.
Well, the fucking asshole gets back in his fucking car and tries to drive away. And then I'm like, yo, no, dude, bro, what the
Just
fuck?
run, take off in the woods.
Bro, he drives back down the street the way he was coming from. Yeah. So now he's backtracking. Like, I thought he was a local guy. Like, he didn't know where he was going. So he starts driving back down. He ends up getting pulled over. So, like, it took the cops a while to get there, but by the time they got to where I was at, you could see the lights down the street. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was out of sight.
Yeah.
But once they pulled him over, you could see all the lights down the road. Like, they arrested him, and the guy's telling me what's going on as they're like waiting for, because the shit got all screwed up because it was literally at the intersection where the two towns meet. So I call and they're like, "Oh, where was the accident?" I'm like, "Oh, the corner of this and that." And they're like, "But where was the accident?" And I'm like, "I just told you." And they're like, "Yeah, but like which side?" And like, I had to like get like super specific about all the shit because they're like, "Well, if it was on that side of the street, it's this town. If it's on that other side, it's the other town." And it's like, well, I'm here. This is where I hit him. That's where he went. You know,
we started here, met here. He went over that way.
So it was all confusing. But dude, he ended up fucking killing himself.
How'd you find that out?
We were supposed to do the deposition.
Yeah.
So he ended up being like some dude from Montana.
Yeah.
And I felt fucking bad that I hope, that accident and everything wasn't the reason, but like
it's a guy that was gonna do it anyway.
He had like 8 DUIs or something, and like, we were supposed to do the deposition, and then the lawyer calls me and they're like, "Oh, we're supposed to have it today, but it's gonna be just you because he ended up passing away, like he took his life or whatever." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Damn, bro.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I'm getting my money from like insurance or whatever, but like, it's not like it's coming out of his pocket. Like, obviously, he was gonna have like whatever financial shit he had dealing with was his own fault because of the accident and everything. You know what I mean? Like, he was in a rental car. Like, I don't know, but yeah, it fucking sucks. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, to feel like something is that fucking important or like that heavy that you're gonna fucking kill yourself over like what? Like owing money to like a fucking car company? Like fuck Toyota. like what? Like I don't know. Like why would you care enough to do that?
He definitely had some underlying issues, something else. I mean, you're not just gonna kill yourself over legal issues like that. He definitely had some
depression and shit.
Yeah, he was dealing with some other stuff, and that just put him over the edge.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's like if you got like 8 DUIs. Like,
how do you still have a license? He didn't have a license.
Probably not. Yeah, I mean,
the beautiful thing about the rental company, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. Just show me an ID. Here you go. They don't care.
The one time I was fucking got into this little altercation with some jerk off in a parking lot, and they were trying to be fucking tough guys and fucking driving on the highway and shit, right? Yeah. I was going to pick up a delivery. I was like doing work and shit, and they're just driving around like donuts in the parking lot, being fucking assholes. Mm-hmm. So I kind of fucking did like a little fucking move where I swerved in front of them to like scare them and shit because they were driving like assholes.
Oh man!
And then they wanted to fucking follow me out on the highway, right? So there must have been another second guy in the car, and he tried to like fucking like spike like a glass bottle like on my car.
Yeah.
But I was kind of doing like the like stopping short thing while they're flying up behind me. So the whole fucking bottle shatters and breaks. But the way they threw it, it hit like my door handle. So it didn't break the glass or nothing. Like it didn't really do shit to the car. It just the glass broke. You know what I mean? And the handle was like a little cracked, but like all the glass is fine. You know what I mean? And so then like. I'm looking and like double checking the glass and like they end up going and like hooking a right, and I was supposed to pull into the plaza and get the fucking delivery. Mm-hmm. So I saw that they kind of like turned before the light. So like the way the plaza is, like there was kind of like another section that I don't know, it looked like they were trying to cut through. Okay. So fucking after I got the order, I was kind of trying to see if they were still in the parking lot and shit. And they fucking ran off. But,
yeah, after you throw the bottle, you kind of have to. You have to assume that person's going to call the cops.
But the fucking cops were such idiots because I'm calling them and I'm like, once I saw the thing was cracked, I was like, when he pulled through whatever fucking thing, like I went back, I didn't see them in the fucking ShopRite parking lot again. I was hoping it was like somebody that was, you'd see there again. But
what do you run into again?
They had some fucking California plates, and the cops like, "Oh, it's probably a rental car." we won't be able to trace it. It's like, what do you fucking mean?
No.
Fucking read the license plate.
Here's the license plate.
The fucking car.
You find out who, and then you find out who rented it that day and time. This is very simple shit.
Yeah. Like
children can do this.
Morons.
Fucking useless. Absolutely fucking useless.
They really are.
Just what purpose do you serve? Has a cop ever stopped a crime or foiled a crime or stopped a rape or murder? No, they show up just in time to fill out a report over your freshly dead and raped body.
But they've committed them.
Oh, there's plenty of fucking murders. That's their only job is to. They're just. If you're a cop, just know your only existence is to fundraise for your local jurisdiction. That's your only job. And if you accept that, then I can respect you. But until then, you're not the boys in blue. They're fucking how dangerous, bro. It's more dangerous to be a fucking garbage man than it is to be a cop. Fuck out of here.
It's more dangerous to be a cop's wife than a cop.
Oh yeah, there's nothing they love more than smacking that bitch around. Well, I mean, if she didn't want to get hit, she would have had dinner ready on time.
That's why they gotta get benefits.
They really do. You fucking how many battered cop wives? They're such cocksuckers. Hey, at least in New Jersey, every Florida cop I ever met, except for one, was pretty fucking cool. Those guys, because they face real crime. They're getting shot at and shit. They're like, so they don't care if you're speeding, you've been drinking. They don't give a fuck. New Jersey cops, right here, we're going 7 miles per hour over the speed limit on my road. Like, oh god, I hope you get killed before retirement.
We're gonna get like 3 cops that start listening to this, and then be like,
yeah, but
we really support the boys in blue.
I mean, yeah, if they start watching. Nah, I still wouldn't. I'll tell you why, because a real cop would just be like, yeah, he's got us, he's right. The guys that treat it as just a job.
Bro, you would be ridiculous if you were a cop. Holy shit.
I'd be the worst cop ever.
You'd be the one that got caught, like, fucking in the back seat.
I'm telling you this because I hate these fuckers. I was drunk walking through the cemetery, and there was a cop parked in the cemetery, and that car was moving. Like, if I wasn't drunk, I think I would have got a fucking a video of it. I own you now, so.
You gotta get your lock. Make sure you gotta put the lock on your phone before you start the video.
That's right. So when they come, it's like I already you can't open this shit. You need a warrant for that. Good luck, buddy.
End the video and close your phone.
But I swear to God to this story, and because I do not like these people, like especially this group of people. It's like an area you're familiar with, and it was in that walking through that cemetery, going from the bar to Buddy's house, and it was a really creative spot to stop if you're trying to fuck in the car.
What was the name of the cemetery? What was the name on the grave?
Actually, I'll tell you, all my relatives are over there.
They were fucking what? They were fucking on your relatives?
Yes, right on their
relatives.
Over their dead bodies, sacred ground.
Oh my god! What the fuck? No wonder you hate the police. How dare they?
I'd be the worst cop because I would search cars for drugs and just take them. Like, that'd just be a lesson to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Worst cop.
That's basically what they do.
You ever hear the story about those Baltimore cops?
I wouldn't really like.
What?
I wouldn't really trust the drugs, though, that you're getting off of just anybody.
That's actually a good point. Yeah. You got to think this stuff through, and I clearly have not.
What I would do would just be recycle them in the community. Give back.
You really want to give back to the community. You find a local crackhead, and you say, hey, Ryan, here you go, buddy. Got this for you, man. Enjoy.
Yeah, we got George. He put up a fight, but turns out his neck was weak.
Oh, shit, dude. That took a minute. That was fucking golden. God, dude, you are funny. You fucking are. I hate how funny you are. Oh, you're such an asshole. That was good. You had a weak neck. What do you want from us? Stop resisting. I'm handcuffed behind my back. There's no further way to resist this.
Overdoses are nothing to joke about.
I mean, depends on the context.
Middle of the street getting knelt on by a cop.
Yeah, man. See, I don't know. Yeah, that's, I guess. I mean, it's funny, but it's not like ha-ha funny. It's like, oh, that's sad funny. It's so easy to be a tough guy when you have 15 of your buddies behind you and you know that this person is not allowed to put hands on you. It's very easy to be. And it's very easy to get a false sense of reality that way, where I'm special, I'm entitled, and I deserve to have my ass kissed because I decide your fate. My wife is definitely fucking one of my partners while I'm at work. God, I hate these fucking people.
You talking about George Floyd?
No, I'm talking about the cops. I don't give a fuck about... I don't know that guy. To somebody I don't know. What the fuck? I'm gonna care and give a shit? Nah, fucking the cops would just abuse their power and their privilege. Serve zero purpose.
George Floyd was fucking your wife while you were at work?
What? I'm not married, so it might have been somebody's. It wasn't mine.
I'm surprised there wasn't some fucking ridiculous story that they tried to like pull off with that shit.
Dave Chappelle's got the best one where he's like, back in the 80s, they'd always find dead black people in the house, and like, oh, he sprinkled some crack. He faced dead and sprinkles crack on himself. Although I did have a high up law enforcement tell me the best way to get rid of a body, which is very valuable information.
And what was that? He
says, you need a boat, you need somebody with a boat. You need one of those big fishing coolers. He goes, you do it on a tarp. He goes inside of a garage. You kill them, you chop them up, put them in there, and you and 3 of your buddies, a case of beer and a big ass cooler, get on the boat. It's like you go 12 to 15 miles offshore to get out in that Gulf Stream current or whatever the current is that comes up here past the state. And he goes, and you wrap it in chain, and he goes, like, you put bricks or cinder block, and you just start throwing it off in pieces. Pretty much like what Dexter did. But I swear to God, this is what he told me. This came from a high-up law enforcement. Said that is the best, easiest, most effective way to never, ever get caught. He goes, because all anybody sees is, and you got to go out at 5 in the morning, says this guy's going out fishing. Like, no one's giving you a second look. 2 guys holding, they must have a lot of beer, going to come back with a lot of fish.
Well, is that really a high percentage of people doing that right now?
No, that's why it'd be a really good way to get rid of it. Real easy way to get away with it because not too many people are doing it.
Maybe they should just start checking the coolers.
I mean, it could, but there's no... Dude, my parents had a boat. Like, nobody's out there on the dock.
Just be honest with the people. Be like, excuse me, Miss Johnson, we need to check your cooler to make sure there's not bodies in it.
They probably would. Remember we were younger, seaside cops. Well, I need to smell that to make sure there's no alcohol in it. And me and fucking cousin Dick had her. You get the pizzeria cup from the pizzeria down there, and you just pour your liquor in there, and you sit there sipping it. Nobody says a word. But they walk up to a girl with a sealed Pepsi bottle. Oh, I need to sniff that to make sure there's no alcohol. Oh God, it's why nobody cares when they get killed during routine traffic stops anymore.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna start getting pulled over, and he's gonna be like, "Well, saw your podcast."
Oh shit! Yeah. You're really gonna be fucked if 3 people see this.
The 3 people that do see this.
I don't know. Cops might be a big demographic, man. Think about it. They're sitting in the car. They're not doing shit. They're waiting for someone to meet them at the graveyard.
Your behavior is justified, officer. He disrespected you, and you are a man of principle.
Exactly. If you're sitting there in a graveyard waiting to get laid.
You want to know which one it was? I'll tell you which one it was.
What are you going to listen to? A podcast. Now, if you're trying to get laid and you're listening to a podcast and it's just some dude telling you, you suck, motherfucker, go fuck yourself.
You're a fucking loser. Next time you pull your service pistol, point it at who it's supposed to be pointed at. No, but the fact that it was a cop at a cemetery, I assume that was a rape. I assume that was not non-consensual.
Maybe he was stopping a rape.
No, he was the one committing it.
Maybe the rapist snuck into the back seat, and he had to go in the back seat to stop him.
All right, this is from The Simpsons, but like the guy, he's banging in the back seat, and he just looks up and sees. Okay, all right. I think he's got it. He looks up. You're there also. Tony, where'd you come from? Keep going.
Oh shit!
I'm bad at this.
What podcast?
Yeah, I'm terrible.
That's alright. You got the yellow bracelet on.
Yeah, baby, that's why.
People will know you were in the VIP.
Oh no, this is regular degenerate. Just like, oh, you're gonna use the beach here. Have this bracelet because it's New Jersey. You have to pay to get on the beach. This fucking shithole communist state. Why don't you move? Working on it.
Yeah, you know.
It used to be a great place to live.
It was nice traveling and seeing all these other places.
Yeah.
But it's nice coming home to Jersey.
It's weird. You go to some places and you're, especially rural areas, and you're just like, you're either, all right, can't wait to get back home, or it's, yeah, I could totally live here. I could do this. This would be all right for me.
What was that?
Nashville, Tennessee, Cape Coral, Florida, fucking pretty much anywhere in the South right now.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying about taking a trip in the fall or the winter or something, you know? Just travel a little bit again, you know? It sucks. Like, when you're on the road like that every day, dude, you feel like you could just, boom, snap your fingers and, like, you're off. You know what I mean? Like,
I get a load of freight down here. I can just stop and set up camp.
Just one fucking day, bro. Just going from fucking Louisiana to fucking Buffalo, New York. Next day, you're fucking told. You know what I mean?
You ever been to Buffalo?
Huh?
You ever been to Buffalo?
You kidding me?
It's fucking terrible.
So?
It's good in the summertime, though. I have relatives up there. Great in the summertime, but in the wintertime, oh, it's the most depressing place I've ever been.
Yeah. I haven't ever had to go through snow that was fucking 10 feet high or nothing like that.
My grandmother was telling me about the blizzard of 75, where people were sledding out the second-story window of their houses.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That I
Dude, if you were a little kid and you had like a bunk bed, and you could just fucking go out of bed like right down
just Home Alone
slope.
that shit, yeah, man. I'm starting to come around on Buffalo. All right, I'm sold. But no, in the wintertime, it is a depressing place to be. The sun never shines there, man. It's that cloud belt, bro. It's always cloudy. It's the ass crack of everything in New York State is the ass crack of New York State.
So angry.
I'm an angry guy today. But why am I so angry?
Because you're burping.
No, it's not.
You need to be burped.
I do, yes. That's why I'm angry.
You need to date a giant Amazon woman.
I've been with some big bitches.
She can just put you over her shoulder and burp you while you drink.
I'm a good person. That was a callback.
Drink more beer, man. Come on.
All right, I might as well get moving on it. I got a lemon one here somewhere. Oh, there she is.
How many did you bring? 12?
Yeah, probably 12. But I had some Lucy's, so if I finish all these, it'll be more like 15. I'm not gonna finish them. I'm getting tired.
Those don't keep you buzzing?
Dude, I can't drink all day unless I have some other substance to assist in that. And it's not the one you're thinking.
Kratom?
It doesn't do like it used to. You build the tolerance and...
You're going to kick it? You're going to give it up?
I'm going to kick it eventually because it's. I keep forgetting to buy it online. I buy it at the store. It costs too much money.
Why don't you just... Have you ever just... cold turkey with it, or
I've cold turkeyed it before, and I did just fine, but I was in a really good state of mind. So I'm waiting. I think you're right, man. I'm starting to come out of it. I think your Mercury retrograde nonsense bullshit might actually have something to it. Is on its way out, and if by Labor Day coming up, man, I pull out of this mental. It's getting better. I could cold turkey it, but if I'm in a shitty state of mind, I can't cold turkey shit.
Just gonna do it. I was just talking about more like the effects.
I don't really feel them anymore. I used to get this like rush.
No, of like going where you just, if you're doing it all the time and then you just stop. Don't bother you. It's not like even caffeine. Like you'll get headaches and shit.
Yeah, you will. That's why, man. You can't really. You cold turkey anything. There's gonna be some sides. But
like potatoes.
Potatoes, all the fixins. How much time we got on this? Does that say 50?
Did you know the Popeye kid? There's like a meme of some kid from Popeyes. He was like a little black kid. And now he's like on like some college football team.
Good for him.
He's actually from Newark.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's from like East Orange or Newark or something.
That's cool. Yeah, I like when the hometown boys do something big.
There was another player I saw that I didn't realize was from Newark. I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. I
like when I see them like when they're local.
I want to look him up. I don't know if it was
the kid from down the street here played for the Broncos a couple years back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say his name.
No Sean.
No Sean. Yeah. Yeah, he's from right around the corner here. No Sean's. That's a dumb name. Deshaun's a cool name. No Sean sucks. Not the guy. The name. Deshaun's a cool name. You want to be named any type of Sean.
Let's bring this guy up so we can just shit on him 2 seconds later.
No,
say that his name
I'm not shitting on him.
sucks.
I'm saying that's a silly name.
Say his name sucks.
Oh my God! See, I was in West Virginia when Deshaun Butler was there. That guy was a pleasure to watch.
Who?
Deshaun Butler. He took West Virginia to the Final Four in 2010. It was a fucking pleasure to watch, man. Those guys were something else. But he tore his ACL, and that was the end of the game for them. That was their guy. And then I used to see him at the barbershop. Nice dude. But no Sean. Never met him. But his name's dumb.
Zay Flowers is from Fort Lauderdale, so he is not from Newark.
Good football down there.
Who the fuck was I looking up? I don't know, man. It's fantasy football season. Looking up too many fucking names.
Hey, you just gotta forget it all. Speaking of which, I gotta piss, so let's pause this for a minute.
Alright.
How much time we got on there?
Enough time for you to go piss.
I can't. No, I'm saying I can't.
Just go for it.
Son of a bitch.